Hi, hello guys. This is Vijay, chemistry lecturer from Alibaba Junior College. As you know that we have started our NEET series. Based on that, we are discussing about NEET chemistry and NEET biology, each and every chapter in detail along with the practicing numericals. Okay. So in that category today we are going to discuss about unit 2 atomic structure, few practicing numericals. Let's start. Look at this question guys. The ejection of the photoelectron from the silver metal in the photoelectric effect experiment can be stopped by applying the voltage of 0.35 volt when the radiation 256.7 nanometer which is used. Calculate the work function for the silver metal. So let us write whatever given in the question first. Voltage that is given 0.35 volt. Yes. And radiation that is given 256.7 nanometer. Now let us find the work function for the silver metal. Okay, to find this work function we should have a formula, that is energy of incident radiation, energy of incident radiation, energy of incident radiation, that is equal to work function. Yes, energy of incident radiation that is equal to work function plus kinetic energy of photo electrons. Okay, so that is nothing but energy. E is equal to energy of incident radiation, work function plus kinetic energy of the photoelectron, that is nothing but HV is equal to E is equal to HV. HV is equal to, already we know that, HC by lambda. Okay, so we know already energy that is equal to H into V, and H into V is equal to HC by lambda. Applying this formula we can able to find the work function of the given question. So applying this formula, that is H stands for what? Planck's constant. Write the Planck's constant's value, that is 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule. Okay, into C value. C that is nothing but speed of the light. So speed of the light, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Speed of the light 3.1 or 3.0 in 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, you can write, no problem, divided by lambda value that is given in the question, wavelength. Yes, 256.7 nanometer, it is given in nanometer, converted into meter. So 256.7 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter, converting nanometer to meter. So simplifying this we get 7.74 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. Okay, now joule we are going to convert it into electric volt. So electric volt, to convert this we should take it this value divided with the charge. Yes, charge of the photon, that is 1.602 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So simplifying this we get 4.83 electron volt. Okay, yes. The potential energy gives the kinetic energy to the electron. Yes. Okay. So kinetic energy of the electron, that is given here 0.35 volt. Work function, that is 4.83 electron volt. So subtract from the work function to the potential energy 0.35 volt, that is considered to be as a potential energy, and 4.83 electron volt, that is considered to be the kinetic energy. Then let us find the work function. So work function is equal to 4.83 electron volt minus 0.35 electron volt. So if you subtract this we can get the value for the work function, that is 4.48 electron volt. 4.48 electron volt. Yes. So by this way we can calculate the work function of the given question. Let us go for the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Nitrogen laser produces a radiation at a wavelength of 337.1 nanometer if the number of photons emitted is 5.6 into 10 to the power of 24. Calculate the power of this laser. Okay, first let us write whatever given in the question, that is wavelength, that is given lambda 337.1 nanometer, and photons, emitted photons, number of emitted photons, that is given, that is 5.6 into 10 to the power of 24. Okay, now let us find the power of this laser. Power, that is nothing but energy. Okay, so power is equal to energy. Let us find the energy of this particular laser. So energy, that is equal to NHV, that is nothing but what? Here this is N stands for the nitrogen laser. Okay, so that is, this could be E is equal to HV, that could be written as NHC by lambda. Yes, now let us apply all the value in that given formula so that we can find the power of the laser. Okay, so here this N stands for the number of photons which is emitted. Okay, so number of photons emitted given in the question, that is 5.6 into 10 to the power of 24 into H value. H is nothing but what? Planck's constant. 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34. Here we are converting kg into joules. So joules into C. C stands for speed of the light. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Divided by lambda value, that is there in the question, 337.1 nanometer. So convert it into meter into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Yes. So simplifying this, we get 3.3 into 10 to the power of 6 joule. So by this way we can simplify this question to calculate the power of the given laser light. Okay, now let us go for the next question. Look at this next question, guys. Neon gas is generally used in the signboard, yes, for the ornamental purpose or for attraction, for the marketing purpose. Okay, if it emits strongly at 660 nanometer, calculate the frequency of emission, distance travelled by the radiation in 30 seconds, energy of quantum, and number of quanta present if it produces 2 joule of energy. So here we have to find for frequency, distance travelled, energy of quantum, and number of quanta. Okay, so let us see how to solve this problem. So let us write whatever given in the question. First, the neon gas signboard that could emit strongly at 616 nanometer, that is nothing but wavelength. Okay, so wavelength, that is lambda. Lambda is equal to 616 nanometer. Next, distance travelled by this particular radiation in 30 seconds. Time is given. So time is equal to 30 seconds. Yes. Next, number of quanta present if it is producing 2 joule of energy. Energy also given. So 2 joule. Let us see how to solve this problem. Okay, first let us write the wavelength. Lambda is equal to 616 nanometer. Convert this nanometer into meter, that is 616 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Okay, now let us find the first question, that is frequency. Yes, so frequency is equal to, we have a formula C by lambda. C, that is nothing but speed of the light, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, divided by lambda value, that is there, 616 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Yes, so simplifying this, meter will be cancelled, then simplifying this we get 4.87 into 10 to the power of 14 per second. Okay. Then second one, that is what? Distance. Yes, distance traveled in given time, that is 30 seconds. Distance traveled in 30 seconds, that is equal to, so that is equal to distance traveled in 30 seconds. So 30 second into wavelength, that is there 616 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Yes, into we got the frequency. Yes, that is 4.87 into 10 to the power of 14 per second. So simplifying this, we get 9.0 into 10 to the power of 9 meter, or 9 into 10 to the power of 9 meter. Okay. Now number 3, energy of the quanta. Let us find the energy of the quanta. Energy of quanta. So energy of quanta, that is E is equal to hb. Yes, that is h stands for Planck's constant, 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 here to be considered as joules into V, frequency nu, that is stand for 4.87 into 10 to the power of 14 per second. Okay. So simplifying this, we get 3.227 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. Okay. Now this is what the energy of the quanta that is produced. Now let us see number of quanta which is produced in 2 joule of energy. Okay. So energy of quanta we know. Then let us find the number of quanta produced in 2 joule of energy. That is nothing but number of quanta in 2 joule of energy, that is equal to 2 by 3.227 into 10 to the power of minus 19 joule. Simplifying that, we get number of protons produced in 2 joule of energy. Yes, that is 6.2 into 10 to the power of 15 photons, number of photons. So by this way we can find the frequency, distance travelled in 30 seconds, energy of the quanta using energy is equal to h nu, and number of quanta in 2 joule of energy. By this way we can solve this problem. Let us go for the next question. Look at this next question, guys. Lifetimes of the molecules in the excited states are often measured by using pulsed radiation source of duration nearly in nanosecond range. If the radiation source has the duration of 2 nanoseconds and the number of photons emitted during the pulse source are 2.5 into 10 to the power of 15, calculate the energy of the source. So whatever given in the question, first let us write, then let us find the answer. Okay. So the radiation source has the duration of 2 nanoseconds. So time is given 2 nanoseconds, and number of photons emitted during the pulse source, number of photons emitted, that is given 2.5 into 10 to the power of 15. Let us find the energy of the source. Okay, we should find the energy. Before that, first let us find the frequency. So frequency is equal to 1 by 2 into 10 to the power of minus 9. Okay. So simplifying this, we get 0.5 into 10 to the power of 9 per second. Now let us find the energy. Energy is equal to number of photon and h nu, frequency. Okay. So n h nu, that is n stands for number of photons. Number of photons emitted, that is 2.5 into 10 to the power of 15 into h. H stands for Planck's constant, that is 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule into frequency, that is there here 0.5 into 10 to the power of 9 per second. Okay. So simplifying this, multiplying all this value, we get 8.275 into 10 to the power of minus 10 joule. So by this way we can calculate the energy of the given source. Okay, let us go for the next question. Look at this next question, guys. The longest wavelength doublet absorption transition is observed at 589 and 589.6 nanometer. Calculate the frequency of each transition and energy difference between two excited states. Okay, so here we got the doublet absorption transition that is observed at two different wavelength, 589 nanometer and 589.6 nanometer. 589.6 nanometer. So let us find the frequency of each transition and energy difference between these two different transitions. Okay, let us see how to solve this problem. So first let us write the lambda value. See, let us consider to be this lambda 1 and lambda 2, wavelength 1 and wavelength 2. Okay, so lambda 1 value that is equal to 589 nanometer, convert it into meter. So that could be written as 589 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Similarly, the second one also we should convert frequency. So mu 1 that is equal to for the first transition, that is equal to C by lambda. Yes, so here the lambda value given here, the first one lambda 1. So C, that is nothing but 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second by lambda value that is here we have converted into meter, 589 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Meter cancel. Yes, second will be left over. So simplifying this we get frequency V1 value 5.093 into 10 to the power of 14 per second. The similar way we should convert the second wavelength as well. Okay, so that lambda 2 that is given here 589.6 nanometer, convert this as 589.6 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter, converting into meter. Okay, so again frequency V2 nu 2 that is equal to C by lambda 2, second one value. So the same format we are going to follow. C value 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second divided by 589.6 into 10 to the power of minus 9 meter. Meter cancel, second will be left over. Okay, similarly. Yes, simplifying this we get 5.088 into 10 to the power of 14 per second. Okay, now let us find the change in energy. Okay, so delta E is equal to H nu, that is nothing but frequency. So let us subtract V2 minus V1. So V2 value that is there 5.088 into 10 to the power of 14 per second should be subtracted with V1 that is 5.093 into 10 to the power of 14 per second. So this both to be subtracted and that to be multiplied with Planck's constant. So applying this value, okay, so delta E is equal to H V2 minus V1, H value that is Planck's constant 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34, okay, considered to be joules, into V2 value that is 5.088 into 10 to the power of 14 per second subtracted with V1 value 5.093 into 10 to the power of 14 per second. Subtracting V2 minus V1 and multiplying with Planck's constant value, so that we get the answer that is 3.44 into 10 to the power of minus 22 joule. So by this way we can find the answer. So far guys, we have discussed few practice numericals from unit 2 atomic structure in detail, and this particular unit we will continue with one more video. Until then, thank you guys.